Our church has a tradition that our teenagers will hike the Appalachian Trail. Now, they don't hike the whole thing, of course, but they'll hike 40, 50 miles in a week. Been doing it 18 years. So school's out, and some of the kids and some of the parents, and I'll brag, my wife is one of them. I'm just too busy. She will go. Now, let me tell you, when they hike, they wear a backpack, but not one like this. They wear a backpack that weighs anywhere from 35 to 50 pounds because they have to take all their food and all their stuff. I went hiking at one point with my wife and had this little backpack which weighs basically nothing. I mean, it's just great. It's nylon and you can wear it. You maybe stick a couple of bottles of water or something in it. And I thought, is this what it's like? And she said, no, this is not at all what it's like. Let me get in the backpack and then you'll know what it's like. Because it's one thing to walk around with it. I mean, I could get used to this. This doesn't feel that bad. I ain't got a thing here I can buckle around my waist to make it comfortable. But let me tell you that if you began to put weights on this one at a time, what you might find is that you brought a rock. Thank you. What you might find is that each time, that's a heavy one, is that each time you add a little burden, your body has to kind of adjust. Now, I'm feeling that right. It's not bad, Rick, but I'm feeling that right now, kind of right there against my belt. But I imagine that if I just keep preaching and I keep focused on what I'm doing, I'll get to ignore it. Folks, sin works that way in your life. You let a little thing kind of slip in your backpack. Maybe it's just little white lies that just start slipping out without you knowing it. Maybe it's that you're dealing not right with your roommate, but you just, they know me, they'll put up with it. Maybe it's just snarkiness, bitterness, and gossip. But your friends, they know I'm just kidding. And so you start just carrying that rock around. Maybe it's a little addiction, a little extra wine with dinner. Maybe it's on Friday that you just, look, it's my one night to just blow it out. Maybe it has to do with money that shouldn't be going the direction it's going. Or maybe like David, there's somebody that sits at a desk opposite you, and you start making sure you're both heading for the elevator at the same time. And start to ask, hey, you got lunch plans? And if she's on the task force, if he's on the committee, you say, I'd be happy to help with that. And that little rock back there starts to weigh you down. And when it does, Satan says, well, if you've handled that, then you got another one. Now, each one of these may weigh, 5, 6 pounds. Some of them 8. And yet, I think I could probably handle this. I could probably preach a whole sermon with those 2 rocks in there. But what you don't know is that every part of my body, according to the doctors, begin to shift when you have... Okay, it's a little faster than I expected. Okay, all right. Begins to shift, and as you add more weight to it, my muscles are actually going to have to begin to work differently. Now, you won't notice it. But as I get down and up, there are actually muscles that are saying, okay, I'm going to have to compensate because now he's off balance, and this pressure's back here, and this is what sin starts to do to us. And when you start adjusting your lifestyle because you've got the sin back there, you get to the place where you're thinking, I don't know how much more of this I can handle. Now, that's when everybody notices. That's when people start saying, man, what is up with her? What is going on with him? Why are they so, she's kind of tense, and she's started saying, he's started behaving in ways, but normally we won't say that to that person. We just kind of quietly notice. We watch the husband and wife argue. We watch hey bud, you're doing your job there, aren't you? All right. Now understand that at any moment, I could say, stop that, that's it, that's enough, I can't take any more. But, it's just, Don't yank on it so hard. It's just, wow, it's just one more rock. Just one more, right? One more little thing, one more little lie, one more little behavior, one more way that sin begins to get me to the point where if I had to run for the back door, I'd be in deep, deep trouble right now. And I can feel these straps. And I think to myself, is this what life is going to be like from here on out? You think that's what David was thinking when the baby dies? Yeah, I think it might have been. And it didn't happen all of a sudden. And it was one rock after another. And the only reason Satan can fit so many of them in is because there was empty space there. Devote your heart to that's why daily Bible reading, that's why praying, that's why having accountability folks in your life who you can talk to and pray with are so important. Can I get an oh yeah from anybody who understands this? I mean, if you don't fill it up, Satan's got more rocks. Satan's always got more rocks. I'm thankful my buddy doesn't, but Satan has always got more rocks.